Hey everybody, this is Timby and I'm back with another Transformers video review. And this time I have Transformers Generations Windblade, which once again she comes along with the figure and her comic book, so that's awesome. As you can see the figure right here, along with her weapon, and turn around in the back and you can see her along with the weapon and her in her jet mode. And this was actually a I forgot to say it on the front, but it reminded me right here, this is actually a fan-built bot. So they had a contest where you sent in your ideas and stuff, and then they picked a few, and she was actually the one that was chosen. So, and she's actually the 30 of 30 for the Thrilling 30. So here you go. If you look at it, you can see this is her bio right here. And then here are her technical data, her stats, along with other figures that were in that wave. And oh, it's sheathed. Okay, alright. I thought I was missing something, but yeah, it's sheathed, because you see the blade right here and it's a pink color, and you look right here on the front and it is a black color, and I'm pretty sure it's sheathed. So that's awesome. That's cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get her out of her packaging and check her out. Alright, so I'm back in here. I have Windblade out of her packaging and in her jet mode. She does have her weapon attached on the bottom. Real quick, let me show you that. It basically it pegs into the back of her crotch, so I guess you could call that. I'll let you figure that out. It just plugs into there, and then it holds on to, or it can store in her jet mode. She does have vertical takeoff turbines on here, so yeah, I have that. And she does have one retractable landing gear, and the vertical takeoff things can actually turn. So I guess if you wanted to do that, then maybe she flies with that. I have no earthly idea on this character. Since she was a fan-based character and a fan-created character, something that I saw in here that I really didn't like was, I don't know if they had thought about maybe doing it and then decided later on not to. I wish they would have added one joint into here and allowed you to push the foot down, and that would have made her look a lot more streamlined. And for some reason they did not do that, because it looks like you can even like maybe clip it into here or something. It looks like there may have been some engineering, and they just decided, nah, we'll go ahead and scrap that, because we don't want to spend we don't want to spend any more money on this character. So I don't know. It looks like something plugs into here. I don't remember anything on her. Oh, that's weird. What the heck goes into here? I have no idea. Huh. Alright, so her jet mode. I love her jet mode. Jet mode looks nice. The only thing I don't like is just this right here. Yellow cockpit's nice. This actually, it's a little bit of a softer plastic. So for transformation, real quick, I'll go ahead and show you that. You do get a little bit of some stubbiness right here from her shoulders and her chest thing, but that's pretty much it. If you look at it from this end, it doesn't look too bad. So come here, I'll just undo that real quick, and then so when you undo that, there's these fins right here, and it looks like it goes all the way down here, but it doesn't. It cuts up here and then over, and there's a tab. So you want to undo that, and see that tab, and it goes in that little hole right there. See it? Right there? Yeah. So you want to flip, undo the hands. And you want to flip this up, like that. Undo this side. I kind of flip these out a little bit just to kind of get them out of the way first. And then what you want to do is you want to take this portion, flip this down, flip that down, rotate, oops, wrong way, rotate this around like this, Okay, and then once you have that, then you can take these portions and rotate it down. Oops. This portion right here ends up becoming the heel. So, see how that rotates around like that? And you can rotate the hips around. So now you know maybe what I was calling that. Take this, flip this around. It goes like that. And then what you want to do is take this and rotate the shoulders up. Oops. Before you do that, just rotate them up just a little bit first. And you want to open up the chest area right here. And you want to flip out the head. There's the head right there. Close that back up. And then rotate up the arms. That'll lock into place. Same thing with that one. Lock into place. You can bring these back up like that. And you can do all kinds of things with these wings. You can leave them like this. You can actually, I want to be careful. I would grab them right here, and you can bend them back a little bit if you want to. And the only problem with bending them back like that is that you end up making her very back heavy. So you have to bend her forward a little bit. Those heels don't really help, but there she goes. She's okay like that now. Alright, now you can take the sword, and there's a tab right here or a tab right here, and you can use either one of those. You can either tab it on this side or this side. It's totally up to you which side you prefer. And you can see this right here. That's where it tabs into. It's on the side of her leg. And it's on both sides, so you can do whichever one you want. So as I was saying before, you know, you can bend those out. You can also bend them up like that too. So there's all kinds of different options for these wings. Dang it, come on, Windblade. So I'm just going to leave that out for right now, but you can also take this right here and you pull it out, and then you see that she has a blade, a kind of an energy blade. Do that, and that sword looks really nice on her. It looks really nice on her. Come on. Alright, and then something else that you can also do is you can remove her fan from the back of her head. It's a little hard. You got to pull, you have to push that way on it. Because see, it's kind of a notch, and you can have her use a fan as a weapon if you want to. I don't know. I would much rather just leave it in her hair or in her head, so you can, instead of using that as a weapon. I don't understand that, but alright, so for our articulation, real quickly, we'll start up here at the head. And the head is, it's not on a ball joint, it seems like it's on just a pivot. It just turns just a little bit because it gets hindered by the her collar, but you can move it back a little bit on the joint that allows you to move the head into the chest area. So you can do that. And then coming up here, you have a ball joint for her arms or on her shoulder. You have these shoulder pads. You can either leave them down or you can have them up like that. I think they actually look better up like that. But it's a ball joint up there, so you can go out, and you can go up to about that far. Then you go forward, and you go back. Then you have a pivot right here underneath the shoulder. Then the elbow joint. Then a twist at the hand. I can see it there. It's just really tough. Then you come down here, you have the waist swivel, so you can swivel the waist. Then you have a ball joint for the hips, so you can go forward, you can go back, you can go out, and then there's a twist right underneath it, but it's not very much. There's not much of a twist. It's pretty much almost non-existent. And then you have the knee joint. You go about that far, almost 90 degrees. And then basically it's a heel, but you don't want to mess with that because it just causes her to tip over. So really, I think that she looks pretty good in her jet mode. I wish, like I said before, that they would have done that one thing, just one thing with the feet, so you could allow her to pivot her foot down so that wasn't in the way. I think she looks pretty good in her robot mode also. It's just some of the kibble kind of gets in the way a little bit with her legs, and she's a little bit back heavy. She doesn't have a lot of heel support. Her sword is really nice. I love the sword. The sword is, I think, what really makes the figure more than anything is an accessory. You know, since she is an original figure, she doesn't really fit in anywhere more than if you were getting a IDW collection, then you would want to get her. But if you're mainly collecting Generations as a supplement for G1 figures, then she really wouldn't be one that you would want to pick up, then, since she doesn't fit into that original genre anywhere. But other than that, like I said, she's a pretty good figure and worth having in your collection if you wanted to go out and pick her up. And that'll pretty much do it for Windblade. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you next time.